Today, the 26th of May, 2024, we'll be looking at the topic, He is a rewarder. He is a rewarder. Now, memory verse is taken from Hebrews 11 verse 6. Hebrews 11 verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to God must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Our Bible reading is taken from Matthew 10, verse 40 to 42. Matthew 10, 40 to 42. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward, and he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. Our God is a rewarder. God is the God of seed time and harvest time. So if He's the God of seed time and harvest time, can be rest assured that in Him your harvest is always guaranteed. Peter had an encounter with Jesus, and Jesus sought permission to use his boat as a pulpit. As a reward, God gave him a boat sinking blessing. You know, we like to say that in church. His net caught so much fish that his boat began to sink. This year, God is going to give you a boat sinking blessing, a blessing that will transform you from an individual to an institute in a very short time, transform you from an individual to a nation in a very short time, because of the greatness and the wealth of the things that God will do through you. You will need Peter had to call on other fishermen to come and assist him. The blessing that would flow out of your life will be so great that many people would need to come around you to help you steward it properly in the name of Jesus. God did the same for Abraham. God told Abraham to go to a land that He will show him. He obeyed God, and God gave him large expanse of land. After Abraham prayed for a child, God told him to give the child a promise as a sacrifice. He obeyed God, although God did not allow him to kill his son. And God gave him, and God rewarded him with an everlasting covenant of blessing and multiplication. Another example is the Shunammite woman who was generous to Prophet Elisha to have housed the prophet. The prophet did not ask her, but she saw the need of the prophet and said, you know what? I know that this man is busy with the work of the Lord, so I'm going to meet one of his needs and be a blessing to him. And she asked for nothing in return. And the prophet said to her, you know what? God is going to bless you with a child. In fact, when the prophet was promising her a child, she was like, I'm not asking you for a child. I don't want any problems. But God blessed her with a child. We see also the widow of Zarephath, who sacrificed her last meal and gave it to Prophet Elijah. She said to Elijah, I just want to cook this and then just wait for myself and my son to die. And God made her a woman of wealth. We see many other examples in the Bible. We saw Obed-Edom, who housed the presence of God in his house. The Ark of Covenant, someone had just died while they were carrying the Ark of Covenant. And David said, okay, I don't know what's up. I don't know why God is upset. Let me put it in the house of Obed-Edom, who is probably a man that he thought that even if he and his family died, it's not a big deal. But Obed-Edom must have taken care of the ark, must have, conducted his affairs in such a way that the ark was revered and honored. And God blessed him so much that the king became envious of Obed-Edom. Our God is a God that rewards. Don't let the devil lie to you, or some false Christian lie to you that your reward is in heaven. No, your reward is not just in heaven, it is here on earth and in heaven. And we don't seek our own reward. We don't determine how God rewards us. We don't determine when He rewards us. We see our Father in the Lord. He had worked with God, labored with God for so many years. At every point, God was meeting his needs, a little here, a little there, until He came to the point where God was giving him more than he needed per time. More than he needed per time. So I'm encouraging you. Maybe you are in that place where you're thinking, does it even pay to serve God? Am I not just working? Everybody has gone ahead of me. Everybody's finding their way. They're doing whatever they need to do to make wealth. Am I sure that this decision is the right decision? Please be encouraged. The God that you serve, Jehovah Jireh, He will not fail. That reward is already here. You just can't see it yet. Be encouraged. our key point says, God never overlooks anything you do for him. He will always reward you. God bless you.